Welcome back to the videos after taking a week off. During that time, I had opportunity just to relax, just to think about things, look at why I'm doing this, but I know why I'm doing it. It's not for money. It's simply because I enjoy it. It's a bit of creativity, and in many ways, it serves a purpose to help me think about some things. So thank you for watching, for tuning in. And today I'm going to do something a little different. The video clips are going to be kind of short, interspersed with photos about different things. But all the photos are from a recent opportunity I had to do significant amounts of mowing in the Cheyenne National Grasslands along the North Country Trail. So sit back, watch it. It should be relatively short, and enjoy the pictures. A friend and mentor from years ago, probably the first pastor that I really worked with, watches these videos, and he wondered why I don't put more trains on them, because he's a train fan. So Dan, for you, the next picture is a train going across the North Dakota prairie. One thing about trains is they only go in a certain direction. The course is set. They follow the tracks. It's almost kind of mind-numbing in some ways. There's no steering. It's just keep going, and hopefully nothing gets on the tracks that gets in your way, because number one, it takes a long time to stop a train, and secondly, there's no other alternative to get around what might be obstructing your path on the tracks. One of the things about mowing and about the North Country National Scenic Trail is it doesn't follow a straight line. The trail curves and meanders, even though we're out on the middle of the prairie. And the next picture shows you not only part of the moor, but part of the trail, and maybe you can get a little better glimpse of what it was and how tall the grass was. There's a reason they call this section the Cheyenne National Grasslands. This video is going to be posted on Father's Day, June 19th, 2022. I have had the great honor of being a father for two daughters. Challenging? Yeah. Enjoyable? Certainly. And it continues to be a process that fills my life with all sorts of challenges, not so much the same challenges as teenage years, but enjoying my daughters as they grow and look at the world. So if you look at the past two pictures, and I relate it a bit to parenting, somebody said you treat all of your children the same. Nice, but I couldn't do that because they're different people. It would be like that train. You have to treat everybody the same way and go on the same path and do not deviate at all from what is there. Rather, with each child being unique and having their own spirit and their own identity, it's more like mowing the trail that goes through the prairie. And when obstacles come, you find ways to go around it. You find the beauty and the strength of what is present in each individual child, and you parent in that way. Somebody may say, well, you got to have consistent values and treat everybody consistently the same. I don't think because you adapt a bit to the obstacles in front of you that you change your values or your commitment. I think just to head on, full steam ahead on the track that somebody laid out is more of a detriment to relationships. As you could probably tell from some of the previous pictures, the Cheyenne National Grasslands has had abundant moisture this year. The grass is tall, and even the invasive weeds are growing great. Those kind of yellow-topped plants you may have seen are called leafy spurge, and they are a weed that is very prolific once it gets started. And it's actually some standing water in some places, as the next photo will show you. The cattle adapt to the setting. They get to stand in the cool waters, and you may say, well, it's kind of muddy and ugly, but they know how to stay cool, and they also have the ability to graze through all sorts of situations. Cattle do not eat the leafy spurge. However, there's plenty of other grasses that allow them to thrive. And there are years that aren't so great as well, when it's dry and foreboding out in the grasslands, and many cattle have succumbed to the forces of nature in the grasslands. And yet through it all, there is a certain beauty and the opportunity for nature to adjust to all that is around it. The ability to adapt to settings and circumstances instead of, as that train did, going in a straight line, in a straight path. Life, I believe, is a lot about adaptability. The more which I was able to use, which is part of the U.S. Forest Service's way of keeping up on the North Country Trail, is an articulating more, in that the front deck can pivot and move separately from the back, and it makes for a great piece of equipment. However, there's also some quirks that go with it, and until you learn the quirks, sometimes it can be kind of frustrating. Similar to life. Sometimes it's easier just to go on a straight line and go straight forward as fast as you can, and yet at other times we articulate, we adapt, we go around the obstacles, we understand and listen, and it makes life much more beautiful in all kinds of settings. So the title of this video, if you haven't figured it out already, here it is. Over the years, I've seemingly gotten off the rails and gotten onto the trail. That life experience tells me that adaptability is the way I choose to live my life. It doesn't mean I don't have values and core beliefs, but I don't want them to get in the way of relationships and caring and connectedness with one another. Once again, thank you for listening, and there's going to be a little bit here going on where you will see where I've been and the locations where I was able to do this. And thanks for being adaptable in your watching of my videos.